Hey, good morning. Today is August 21st, and I think Puffin's laying a third clutch. So I got down here today to one of her indoor cages, and she's racing around. The newspaper was all torn up. She didn't really eat overnight, and also her belly is distended again. I'm gonna try not to panic this time as a bearded dragon parent, and just try to help her if she in fact has a third clutch. Snakes usually shed before laying. It's called a pre-lay shed. So now I'm wondering, with her shedding, like she's still shedding right now. I can see some by her head there. I wonder if dragons do the same thing. But you can see she's just kind of running around a little more agitated than usual. So we're going to go right out in the dig box. Oh yeah, she's distended underneath. I can actually feel some of the eggs. Now watch, you won't lay it and it'll look like I'm lying, but I swear I could feel some eggs in there. And so we're back outside. She's in this playpen a lot anyway, but you know, especially because I can fit the bigger sandbox in, so I'll be monitoring her today. What's your guess? How many is she gonna lay this time? Hello, so it is the next day. Yesterday, Puffin's behavior started to indicate lay behavior again. So I moved her out here with the sandbox, and sure enough, here we go. I guess this is round 3. I need to put some more sand in there or wet it down so it's a little thicker. I could feel them in her abdomen. I feel like it was looking distended, and she is anything but fat right now. I'm gonna try not to panic this time. But here we go. You having fun digging? You got a little on your face. Are you wearing a hat? Are you wearing a sand hat? Please don't keep rubbing your nose like that. I don't like that. Nice hat. Oh my god, so angry. I have Puffin's playpen set up with a huge thing of sand and a huge thing of water. She's laid eggs in both. And what is she doing? She is scratching in her food dish. I put her salad and worms out so that maybe she would eat. Instead, she's digging in nothing, right next to the sand that I put out for her. Is this parenting? I feel like this might be parenting. So Puffin's been running around all day like crazy, and I couldn't put her outside because it was too cold and raining. So we finally brought the playpen inside, and I was having a conversation with my partner saying it's weird that it's been a few days and we haven't found a slug yet. Look at what I got. I'm gonna check her cage pretty thoroughly now and see if there's any more, but this is proof we're going into round 3. So unfortunately, after putting her in the playpen with her big thing of sand to help her lay, she didn't stop running around and bonking her nose into things, and even though she won't show it right now, she has completely rubbed her nose raw, and it was bleeding all over the playpen. It wasn't enough blood to take her to the vet for, at least not at this point. The only thing I can think of right now is to cover the cage that she's in so that she's not thinking there's something outside of it. I don't know. I posted in a support group to try and figure out what to do. She had stopped in a cool spot of the playpen, so I brought her in to warm up under her basking light. And of course she's not going to show her nose. It's not graphic, it's rubbed raw. It was bleeding pretty bad, but I did manage to stop it and disinfect it. Here's the first spot that I saw, and then she's rubbed it all over the walls. So this is new, and this is clutch number 3. I'm so frustrated for her because this normally doesn't happen this many times, as far as I know, and we're doing everything that we did the other times, and it's not going as well. Sorry, I did scary makeup today. I'm worried for her. You know, I'm going to be monitoring her a lot. If she doesn't get back to her usual self, I may take her to the vet, because looking at that now, it seems like a lot of blood. I'm watching her. She's waking up. She's okay. What do I, like, if you have suggestions about nose rub, please tell me in the comments, because I will do anything to prevent this, because she's done it 3 times in a row, and as soon as it started to heal up, 3 weeks later, she's laying another clutch. She's climbing around now. But I can't, like, put anything on it, because they need to flick their tongues out, and they need to, like, you know, eat from there. So I can't put, like, a topical ointment right there, unless it's a very minimal amount, and it's not going to prevent her from rubbing it. So, and she's running around now. Let me go see what she's going to be like. I may just put the playpen somewhere. Yeah, she's rubbing it. I got to go get her. You're hurting yourself. Huh? You're hurting yourself. I know you're frantic. I know you have more eggs. I know it's scary, or whatever emotion you have about it, but you have to stay on a spot, warm up, and not rub your nose anymore. Do we need to go to the vet? You need to warm up. I've really bonded with this dragon. I don't want anything to happen to her. It's very late August. I mean, the temperatures are already starting to get cooler, which is why I couldn't put her outside today. The first clutch she laid in this room, I need to get it ready for her. I had to work. So maybe I'll move her into this room, at least in the playpen, where she has more space. And I can close the door. I mean, just look at this little face. You need to warm up. I'll hold you. She's got blood on her toe, just from the nose. If she's too lethargic, even after she warms up, we're gonna go to the vet, period, because that means she's lost too much blood. So I will probably be making that decision in the next 20 minutes here. All right, so if I'm holding her, she can't rub her nose. I am not quite warm enough though, so I set up a heating pad on my lap, and we will try this. Well, that didn't work. My lips are supposed to be like purple on the inside. I don't just have a liner on. You can see the nose rub here though. That's pretty severe, Sweet Pea. As soon as I tried to move her to the heating pad, she decided she wanted to run for the hills. Oh my God, girl. I got her to stop running. I just made her a little cave with the heating pad. Maybe that's part of it, is that she doesn't feel like she's in a secure place to lay them. So I'm gonna work on that this evening. Okay, so I've stopped panicking a little bit. I set the playpen up in the office where her normal cage is, where she laid her eggs the first time. The heat is more intense. I actually put a heating pad underneath, although I'm not sure if I'm going to leave that like that, because it's sometimes not good to heat from underneath. For them, I was just looking for ways for her to snuggle in and get warmed up. Sand
water food that you can't really see right now, some things to climb on. She's in her basking spot. It makes sense that less stimulation is going to calm them down. Like, even if she's not looking for a hidey hole, it would still calm them down to kind of be in one. So now that she's at least, she was out in the living room before because we didn't have space in here. I made space in here, put her in here. This is almost more of a vlog than how to take care of your bearded dragon. This is not a how-to, okay, guys? These are the struggles and fears that I'm having while I'm dealing with this animal. Her nose has stopped bleeding. I'm going to shut up so that it's quiet in here for her and close the door and let her do her thing. Maybe she'll start digging. Alright, today's August 25th. I just got up early to check on her because I was really worried about her last night, and looks like she's laid. So, the pattern seems to be that there's still a few days where a slug or two pops out, but this does look like a huge pile, so this should be the majority of them. She's not bleeding right now from her nose rub, which is great. But if she continues to be frantic, I'm probably gonna put her in the playpen. She chose to lay them in here, so I'm trying to see if she'll lay any others. But I'll probably end up moving her to a bigger spot. Okay, it is August 25th still. I'll talk about Puffin's nose rubbing in a little bit. If you see some blood in here, it's because she booped her nose over and over again on the walls. I finally was able to stop it by putting her in the playpen and putting some covers over it. I'll show you that in a minute. But clearly, she laid her third clutch. This is paper, and this is paper. This is her smaller dig box, and I'm sorry if it's like not completely in frame, but I had to have something in her tank because I was trying to get her to not bonk her face. So we had one slug. I have not thoroughly checked for more in her indoor tank. We have had quite a time with her behavior this time. Not her fault, but just, you know. So here's two. These have been sitting like 8 hours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't know what corner she laid them in. 12. Wow. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Might as well check this corner. This is mostly washed play sand. Oh geez, what did I say? This is 16, I think. I could be wrong. That's oh, I got I think I'm gonna stop counting them because I don't remember what I said. I am really stressed about her bleeding and just seeming upset. So 3 more here. Remember last time she laid 35. Time before that she laid 36. But it actually may have been 38. I couldn't tell because she pooped them out and it was gross. I have a video about that. And the first clutch. So I really thought we'd find them all in this corner. But it looks like they were mostly in this corner. Alright, so unless I find a batch or she lays another batch, this looks to have been a smaller clutch. All of them are infertile, so I'm not being too careful about I'm not being careful at all about the sorry, all you can see is my elbow. Oh, we got more in this side. She was so frantic. I think she just laid them like wherever they came out. Alright, that seems to be all we've got. I mean, that's a lot. So I'm gonna just check the other half of this enclosure real quick, check on her, and I don't even know if I can film in the playpen right now. There's just like blood dripped everywhere. Alright, here's Puffin. You can see that clear nose rub there. That was dripping blood. I'm gonna show you around the rest of the playpen in its current state. Okay, it's dirty, it's sandy, which is a good thing. But there's also dark marks all over the sides that are blood from her face. Now, it's not as much blood as it looks like. I was extremely vigilant in trying to control this. I just want to give you a warning because it's a little bit crazy looking. Alright, so all of these dark marks are from her nose. When I first saw a little bit of it, I was horrified. I mean, it just looks like a bloodbath. Unbelievable. I do not think she dug today. There's sand everywhere, but it was from yesterday, I think, which is when the majority of the nose rub was going on. She was also in here early this morning and bonked it all up again. I do not see any slugs, though, which was my purpose for coming in here. So since she is calm and she is not actively bleeding now, her belly, to me, looks like she still has a few in, and that seems to be the pattern, as she lays the majority and then a few stragglers happen. So she's still going through it. She has food, she has water. It's a little sandy right now, but she has it, and she laid the majority of them, so hopefully that should calm her down. Oh, are you alright? No, I'm not hurting you. What was that for? Okay, I'm going to cover her again because that seemed to keep her calm, and I do not want to agitate her anymore. Okay, so my solution that finally worked was just putting a fitted sheet over the playpen. It still lets some light through, so she's not in total night mode. There's a heating pad, which normally we wouldn't heat bearded dragons from underneath, but I didn't want her to be without heat. I did add a little heat lamp, but I don't think it's doing much. I was just worried about her temperatures, because if she's not warm enough, she's not going to produce anything. The sun is on it right now, so I'm going to leave it partially uncovered. But this was my eventual solution for the nose rub. She is not bleeding currently. I also just picked her up and held her for like hours. She got pretty, like, get up and go kind of attitude from that. So I couldn't hold her indefinitely, but I just needed her to stop bonking her head on things. It's just, oh, it's been so stressful. All right, let's count them. 1, gotta be able to see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. All right, 23 so far. Plus, let's just say the 36 definite from the first batch and the 35 from the second batch. She laid the first batch early July, second batch late July, and now it is late August. This is a huge amount of calcium being produced by this little body. I can't believe she triple clutched. However, I can also believe it. And it wasn't a scary experience this time until she started rubbing her nose raw. So a veterinarian hasn't been needed yet. I was really on call for one last night. But we've monitored her, what am I saying? We've monitored her carefully, extremely carefully, and we're doing everything we can for her. If we gotta go to the vet, we gotta go to the vet, but luckily, even though we were on the brink, we haven't quite needed to go yet, which is a good thing for her, because it means something's not dreadfully serious. Hopefully it stays that way. So, I will do some more filming in the next few days, I'm sure. Okay, it is August 27th, I believe. We've got one of the post-lay slugs. She has decided to use the smaller lay box. And she's still digging. So she's clearly got more. And I'm just playing the waiting game at this point. Now that this is the third time going through this, I kind of know what the schedule is. So she should lay the last few in the next few days. And then hopefully we won't have to deal with this until next year. Hey, so Puffin's still digging. I think today's the 28th, yeah, August 28th, Monday. She's dug like 2 tunnels in here. It really helps to have it somewhat wet, like not sopping, but like I put a whole bowl of water in here. And this is about an entire bag of play sand. So she seems this time to like to dig like under the sand a little bit. She gets a little sand hat every time. Exhibit A, if I can zoom in on her. So luckily she's not banging her nose anymore. Or if she is, it's not reopening that wound that was bleeding. So, and I gave her a few worms today. She's eaten some salad. She looks really sleepy now, but I bet she is pretty tired. So I don't know what she's gonna lay in these tunnels. Clearly she must have another few in there. Previously she laid up to 38 possibly. This time she laid 24 so far. So before, it was just an egg or 2 after the main batch, so we'll see if she actually lays a large clutch again. Maybe she has a whole bunch in her still, or if she just needs a few to get out. You look so sleepy and tired. Oh, poor baby. I mean, she was active just, even a few minutes ago, so she's just kind of chilling right now. So she's okay. She's okay. She's still at it. Yeah, poor baby. Alright, today, hopefully this will focus. This is the 29th of August. This egg is fresh out of the cloaca, and hopefully it is the last egg in Puffin's 3rd clutch. I believe this would be 25, but of course I will double check my facts on that. Yep, just found this. How you doing, sweetie? You still making sandcastles? Was that the last egg? I'm gonna have to check in her dirt. This box is smaller, but it's much deeper. I put some worms up here, hoping she'll just knock them out. You haven't noticed yet, have you? She'll figure it out. Her nose looks a little red, but it's not openly bleeding. Which is fantastic, because we had that issue. But hopefully, if this is the last one, it will mean she calms down for quite a bit, and then we can heal it. There's a little bit of food in there for the wormies to eat, because they deserve care too. And I was hoping she'd notice them. See if I can help. Puffin! Puffin! Come here! Puffin! 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 Yeah, come get Puffin! Are you not hungry? There you go. Puffin! Puffin! She does okay with the name command, but not command, but the name training, but it does have to be food motivated, which makes sense. And I had to be careful because she was nibbling my fingers too, because they look like worms, to be fair. So there is a plethora of calcium powder in that little dish. And I chose a little clear dish when I really need her to eat because she can see them from across the cage a little better. Hi, Sweet Pea. You want more? Yeah, there they are. Good girl. Movement is pretty much how they hunt mostly, it seems like. I know they eat vegetables and stuff too, but the movement really gets their attention. There's one more in there who's kind of slow. Or maybe there's two more in there. You gonna eat? Ugh, your poor little body just looks like it's been through hell. This is really... Oh, good girl. She went for the vegetable. Are you hungry? I'm sure she's hungry, but I wasn't expecting that. It was a bell pepper. These are brand new worms, so I was starting gut loading them. Their heads are so blocky that it's their line of vision isn't great. There you go. Oh, yep, they're moving. She does have some salad available too, though she could use a refresh. Hi, cutie. Go ahead. There's more wormies. Oh, no, you're gonna ignore them. Okay, well, I'm gonna put them somewhere else and check on her later.